Are you tired of feeling like a doormat? Do people keep taking advantage of your kindness, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless? Pause. If so, it's time to stand up for yourself with some timeless wisdom from Stoicism. In today's video, I'm sharing 11 powerful Stoic lessons that will help you assert your boundaries, build inner strength, and finally, stop letting people walk all over you. Stick around, because these lessons are game changers, and you won't want to miss any of them. 1. Know what you can control. One of the most fundamental principles of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus emphasized this, saying, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This idea is a powerful tool for navigating life, especially when you feel overwhelmed or like you're being controlled by external forces. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. The traffic itself is beyond your control. You can't magically clear the road. But what is within your control is how you respond to this situation. Will you let frustration ruin your mood? Or will you use this time for something productive, like reflecting on your day or practicing patience? The Stoics remind us that we often waste energy worrying about things we have no power over, whether it's other people's opinions, unexpected challenges, or random events. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wisely advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Instead of letting these uncontrollable factors dominate your thoughts, shift your focus to your inner world, your reactions, choices, and mindset. This shift in perspective is incredibly freeing. When you recognize that your peace of mind doesn't have to be dictated by external events or other people, you gain immense power. Others may try to influence you, criticize you, or push you in certain directions, but as long as you remain grounded in your ability to control your thoughts and responses, you won't be easily manipulated. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and reactions, you gain a sense of inner peace and resilience. You become unshakable not because the world has changed, but because you have changed the way you see it. So the next time life throws challenges your way, remember this Stoic wisdom. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. In doing so, you'll not only protect your inner peace, but also navigate life's storms with greater clarity and strength. 2. Set boundaries. Without apology. One of the most empowering Stoic lessons is learning to set boundaries confidently, without apology. It's not about being rude or cold, but about recognizing your own worth and protecting your time and energy. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "He who has true friends can have no need of flattery." This means that if you surround yourself with people who genuinely respect and value you, there's no need to constantly seek approval or bend to others' expectations. Many of us struggle with saying no. We fear disappointing others, being judged, or even losing relationships. But Stoicism teaches that it's not our job to please everyone. Trying to do so only leads to frustration, exhaustion, and a loss of self-respect. If you don't value your own time and energy, you can't expect others to. Epictetus reminded us of this when he said, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This means understanding your limits and having the courage to defend them without apology. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. When you say no to something that drains you or doesn't align with your values, you are saying yes to yourself. It's about prioritizing what truly matters to you, whether that's your personal growth, relationships, or simply your peace of mind. The beauty of Stoic wisdom is that it helps you do this with calm confidence, without the need to justify or explain yourself to others. Interestingly, when you start setting clear boundaries, people tend to respect you more, not less. They see that you value your time and that you're not easily swayed by pressure or flattery. Marcus Aurelius wrote, The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When your thoughts are aligned with self-respect, your actions follow suit, and you create an environment where others naturally respect you too. So, stop apologizing for setting boundaries. You don't need to explain your reasons or feel guilty for protecting your energy. Like the Stoics, you have the right to prioritize your well-being and choose where you invest your time. In doing so, you'll not only gain more respect from others but also cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and peace. 3. Don't react, respond. One of the most valuable lessons from Stoicism is the ability to choose how you respond to situations, rather than reacting impulsively. In a world where people are quick to react, often out of anger or frustration, learning how to pause and respond with thoughtfulness can be a game changer. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that while we can't control what happens around us, we can control how we respond. When someone tests your limits or tries to push your buttons, your immediate reaction might be to lash out or defend yourself. But reacting impulsively, fueled by emotion, often leads to regret or escalates the situation. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to take a moment to breathe, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. This simple pause allows us to regain control, evaluate the situation rationally, and respond in a way that aligns with our values. By choosing to respond rather than react, you show others that you are not easily manipulated. Epictetus echoed this idea when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you respond calmly to confrontations or negativity, you send a powerful message. You are in control of your emotions, and no one else has the power to shake your inner peace. This practice not only protects you from being drawn into unnecessary conflict, but also earns you respect. People will see that you are not easily rattled, and that you won't be walked all over. Your calm, measured responses will demonstrate strength and self-discipline, qualities that Stoicism celebrates. Responding rather than reacting is also a great way to cultivate emotional resilience. When you master this art, you'll find that life's challenges no longer have the same power over you. As Seneca wisely said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By controlling your responses, you prevent your mind from blowing situations out of proportion, allowing you to stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. In essence, the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively is one of the most powerful tools you can develop. It protects your peace, enhances your relationships, and builds a foundation of inner strength that is unshakable. 4. Embrace discomfort as a teacher. Stoicism teaches us that discomfort is not something to be avoided, but rather embraced as a valuable teacher. Life's challenges and moments of discomfort are opportunities to grow, learn, and strengthen our character. As Epictetus famously said, "Difficulty shows what men are." It's in these difficult moments that our true strength and resilience are revealed. Modern life often encourages us to seek comfort and avoid anything that feels difficult or painful. But this mindset can limit us. When we shy away from discomfort, we miss out on the chance to become stronger, wiser, and more confident. Stoicism flips this idea on its head, encouraging us to welcome challenges as essential experiences for personal development. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation. Perhaps someone challenged your boundaries or you were pushed outside your comfort zone. Your initial instinct might have been to avoid the confrontation or retreat to a safe space. However, the Stoics remind us that growth happens in these uncomfortable moments. As Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." By standing your ground and facing discomfort head-on, you build mental and emotional resilience, and you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling tough situations. When you embrace discomfort, you also become less reliant on others' approval or validation. You stop seeking comfort in external sources and begin finding strength within. This shift is transformative. Instead of avoiding hard conversations, challenging tasks, or unfamiliar situations, you face them with courage, knowing that each one is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and fortify your character. Over time, this approach boosts your confidence. When you consistently step into discomfort, you realize that it's not as frightening as it seems. Each time you overcome a challenge, you become more self-assured and less dependent on the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges we face are not obstacles, but paths to growth. So the next time you feel discomfort creeping in, don't run from it. Instead, embrace it as a teacher. Stand firm, face the situation, and use it as an opportunity to build resilience. In doing so, you'll not only grow stronger but also become more confident and less reliant on external validation. Discomfort, after all, is where real transformation happens. 5. Know your own worth. One of the most empowering lessons from Stoicism is the importance of knowing your own worth. The Stoics believed that self-respect and inner value are the foundation for how you present yourself to the world. As Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "Do not value yourself based on others' opinions. If you don't recognize your own worth, you open the door for others to undervalue or even take advantage of you. But when you understand and embrace your own strengths, you set the tone for how others will treat you." Knowing your worth begins with self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your strengths, skills, and values. What do you bring to the table? What do you stand for? Epictetus advised, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This means that once you understand your own value, you should carry yourself with the confidence that reflects it. When you truly see yourself as someone worthy of respect, that energy is naturally projected outward, and others will sense it too. This inner confidence is a powerful tool. When you know your worth, you're less likely to tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or being taken for granted. You won't settle for less than you deserve because you recognize your value. Seneca wisely said, "No man can have a peaceful life who thinks too much about lengthening it, for how long he lives is beyond his control, but how well he lives is in his power." How well you live, and how well you are treated, stems directly from how much you value yourself. Carrying yourself with self-respect also naturally repels those who would try to take advantage of you. People who seek to manipulate or disrespect others are often drawn to those who doubt their own worth. When you project confidence and self-respect, you make it clear that you won't tolerate being treated poorly. This doesn't mean you have to be confrontational. It simply means you carry yourself in a way that commands respect. Moreover, knowing your worth helps you build stronger relationships. When you respect yourself, you attract people who respect you too. You create an environment where you are valued for who you are, not just what you can do for others. The Stoics understood that true self-respect is the key to building meaningful connections and maintaining a peaceful, fulfilled life. Remember that no one will value you more than you value yourself. Take the time to understand your own worth, and don't settle for anything less than what aligns with your values and strengths. When you carry yourself with self-respect and confidence, you naturally command the respect you deserve, and those who would take advantage of you will have no place in your life. Practice voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that facing discomfort voluntarily is one of the best ways to build mental resilience. They practiced going without certain comforts, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood the value of toughening the mind. By intentionally subjecting themselves to small hardships, the Stoics were preparing for the larger, inevitable challenges that life would throw their way. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, recommended this practice when he said, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" The idea behind voluntary discomfort is simple. If you become accustomed to discomfort in small, controlled doses, you won't be as easily rattled by life's bigger adversities. Whether it's fasting, going without certain luxuries, or pushing yourself physically, these practices teach you that you are stronger than you think. You learn that discomfort is temporary, and that you can endure far more than you might have believed. Epictetus echoed this wisdom when he said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." By practicing discomfort, you discover your inner strength and resilience. In modern life, we often seek comfort and convenience, avoiding hardship whenever possible. However, by introducing voluntary discomfort into your routine, you break free from the need to always feel comfortable. This mindset shift makes it harder for others to push you around or throw you off course. When you know you can handle discomfort, you become less dependent on external circumstances for your happiness and more grounded in your own resilience. So, try practicing voluntary discomfort in small ways. Skip a meal, take cold showers, or challenge yourself with a difficult task. Over time, these practices will toughen your mind and prepare you to face life's larger challenges with strength and confidence. As the Stoics understood, the path to mental fortitude lies in embracing, not avoiding, discomfort. 7. Accept the impermanence of things. One of the most liberating Stoic lessons is the acceptance of life's impermanence. The Stoics believed that everything, our possessions, relationships, and even our lives, is temporary. Rather than seeing this as a reason for despair, they viewed it as a source of freedom. Epictetus famously said, "Remembering that you must die will make you stronger." This reminder of life's fleeting nature can help you focus on what truly matters and free you from the fear of others' opinions or external judgments. Many of us get caught up in the need for approval or validation from others. We spend time worrying about what people think of us or trying to meet expectations. But when you understand that everything, including others' perceptions of you, is temporary, you stop bending to every whim or desire of those around you. You realize that people's opinions come and go, and they hold far less power over your life than you might have thought. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, advised, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." By embracing this mindset, you become free to live authentically and align your actions with your true values. The impermanence of things also allows you to approach life with a sense of gratitude. When you realize that nothing lasts forever, you start to appreciate the present moment more fully. Instead of fearing loss, you see it as a natural part of life's cycle. Seneca wrote, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." This quote may seem somber, but it encourages us to accept that change and loss are inevitable. By embracing impermanence, you free yourself from the anxiety of trying to hold on to things or control what's beyond your power. Ultimately, accepting the impermanence of life makes you more resilient. You become less attached to external outcomes and more focused on living a life of purpose and meaning. When you stop worrying about what others think or trying to control every aspect of your life, you open yourself up to greater peace, freedom, and fulfillment. As the Stoics understood, life's brevity is not a burden, but a gift, a reminder to live fully, without fear of change or loss. 8. Practice. Negative visualization. Negative visualization is one of the Stoic practices that may seem counterintuitive at first. The Stoics would regularly imagine worst-case scenarios in their lives, not to foster pessimism, but to prepare themselves mentally for any hardship. This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, helped them stay calm and composed when life threw unexpected challenges their way. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, explained it best when he said, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By imagining potential setbacks, you reduce their emotional impact when they actually occur. Picture this. You're about to enter a crucial conversation with a loved one or colleague. Instead of hoping everything will go smoothly, You visualize the worst that could happen. Perhaps they won't understand your point of view, or the conversation could get heated. By imagining these outcomes in advance, you mentally prepare yourself to stay calm and composed, no matter what happens. This way, if things do go awry, you won't be caught off guard, and you'll be able to respond with measured thoughtfulness rather than impulsive reaction. Negative visualization is not about being pessimistic or expecting the worst in every situation. Instead, it's a way of toughening the mind, preparing yourself for adversity so that it doesn't overwhelm you. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing." Life can be unpredictable and challenging, and practicing negative visualization allows you to wrestle with difficult situations rather than be knocked down by them. By regularly visualizing challenges, you gain the emotional resilience to handle whatever life throws at you. When you're mentally prepared for the worst, you become less vulnerable to manipulation by others or to the whims of circumstances. You build a solid foundation of inner strength that allows you to navigate life with composure and grace. So, try practicing negative visualization in your own life. It can be a powerful tool for emotional stability and personal growth. 9. Be content with less. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with messages that we need more money, more success, more possessions, to be happy. But the Stoics understood that true happiness doesn't come from external things. Instead, they taught that contentment comes from within. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, captured this sentiment beautifully when he said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." When you learn to be content with less, you free yourself from the endless chase for material possessions and external validation. Being content with less isn't about depriving yourself or living in poverty. It's about shifting your mindset so that you're no longer dependent on external things for your happiness. Many people fall into the trap of believing that acquiring more, whether it's wealth, status, or possessions, will make them happy. But as the Stoics recognize, this mindset only leads to dissatisfaction, as desires are never fully satisfied. Seneca pointed out this danger when he said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." When you learn to be content with less, you become more self-sufficient. You stop relying on material goods or others' opinions to feel fulfilled. This makes you less susceptible to manipulation because you're no longer chasing what others promise will make you happy. People who try to sway you with status symbols or promises of wealth lose their power over you when you realize that true happiness comes from within. Moreover, contentment with less allows you to focus on what truly matters: your values, relationships, and personal growth. You stop wasting energy on superficial pursuits and instead invest in building a life that aligns with your principles. This shift in focus can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace, something external achievements alone can't provide. By embracing a mindset of being content with less, you cultivate a sense of freedom and autonomy. You're no longer enslaved by your desires or by the expectations others place on you. Instead, you live according to your own values, knowing that happiness isn't something you have to chase. It's something you create within yourself. As the Stoics taught, the simpler your desires, the richer your life becomes. 10. Keep your intentions private. In a world where sharing every thought and plan is commonplace, the Stoics offer a counterintuitive yet powerful practice: keeping your intentions private. The Stoic philosophers believe that revealing your ambitions, plans, or struggles can open the door to unsolicited opinions, judgments, and influences that may derail your path. By guarding your intentions, you maintain control over your actions and preserve your inner tranquility. Epictetus wisely advised, "Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly." This principle emphasizes the importance of discretion. When you share too much, you expose yourself to external pressures and expectations that can compromise your true intentions. By keeping your plans to yourself, you allow your actions to speak louder than words, ensuring that your journey remains authentic and self-directed. Consider the example of a budding entrepreneur who shares every detail of their business idea prematurely. They may receive both encouragement and doubt, which can be overwhelming and distracting. By keeping their intentions private, they can focus solely on developing their vision without the noise of external opinions clouding their judgment. This approach not only fosters resilience, but also minimizes the risk of being swayed by others' negativity or envy. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on the importance of inner strength and self-possession. He noted, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed." This highlights that while openness to constructive criticism is valuable, indiscriminately sharing your intentions can lead to unnecessary vulnerabilities. By keeping your goals private, you create a protected space where your true motivations can flourish without external interference. Moreover, maintaining privacy around your intentions cultivates a sense of self-reliance. You become less dependent on external validation and more confident in your ability to navigate challenges independently. This self-sufficiency is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, reinforcing the idea that true strength comes from within. In practice, keeping your intentions private doesn't mean isolating yourself or being secretive for the sake of secrecy. Instead, it's about discerning what to share and what to keep close to your heart. By doing so, you safeguard your energy, maintain focus, and ensure that your actions align with your authentic self. Embrace this Stoic wisdom to navigate life with greater control and inner peace. 11. Reflect. Daily. Daily reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, serving as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-improvement. The Stoics understood that to live authentically and virtuously, one must regularly evaluate their actions, thoughts, and responses. This habit not only fosters self-awareness but also reinforces the principles that guide a Stoic life. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently engaged in nightly reflections. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This practice of morning gratitude sets a positive tone for the day, while evening reflections assess how well one adhered to their values and handled various situations. Epictetus emphasized the importance of self-examination, stating, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." By reflecting daily, you align your actions with your desired self, ensuring that each day brings you closer to your personal ideals. This continuous process of evaluation helps identify areas for improvement and celebrate successes, fostering a balanced and progressive mindset. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advised, "We all need to undergo a great deal of change in order to keep us what we are." Daily reflection facilitates this necessary change by encouraging adaptability and resilience. By assessing your responses to daily events, you can adjust your behavior to better align with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice. Moreover, daily reflection acts as a safeguard against complacency. It keeps you mindful of your goals and the ethical standards you aspire to uphold. When you take time each day to review your actions, you become more attuned to your strengths and weaknesses, enabling proactive personal development. This habit also enhances emotional intelligence, as you become more aware of your triggers and learn to manage your emotions more effectively. To incorporate daily reflection into your routine, consider setting aside a few minutes each evening to journal or meditate on the day's events. Ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How did I handle challenges and interactions? What can I improve tomorrow? This structured approach ensures that your reflections are meaningful and constructive. Over time, this practice cultivates a disciplined mind, fostering continuous growth and a deeper understanding of oneself. In essence, daily reflection is not about self-criticism, but about honest assessment and ongoing improvement. By embracing this Stoic practice, You strengthen your resolve, enhance your self-awareness, and stay committed to living a life of virtue and purpose. Make daily reflection a part of your routine, and watch as it transforms your approach to life, leading you toward greater authenticity and fulfillment. Remember, asserting yourself and setting boundaries isn't about being rude. It's about respecting yourself enough to demand the same respect from others. The Stoics showed us that inner strength, self-control, and resilience can transform our lives. So, start implementing these lessons today and watch how your relationships and self-esteem evolve. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on Stoicism, self-improvement, and personal growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.